What's going on, everybody? Welcome to today's live Q&A mentorship call. It's August 17th, 2024. Welcome to the Ecom Academy channel. I'm your host, Dan Vass, and today you have the opportunity to ask me any questions you have about e-commerce, starting an Amazon FBA business the right way. I'm going to be talking about the high profit brand method, which is the best method to start a successful Amazon FBA business right now. It's a method that I created myself. Nobody's talking about it. It seems that there aren't many Amazon YouTubers out there nowadays, which honestly is a shame because, you know, we used to have a very active community, and I think that they just couldn't adapt. They couldn't figure out how to, actually make profit on Amazon. And I guess their, $3,000 courses and higher don't really work. Just nowadays, people, it's harder, right? Life's harder. Inflation, things cost a lot more money nowadays. So my whole purpose here is to bring you this information, give you as much free value as possible, show you the way. I've got some incredibly amazing announcements here. Very good announcement about the Ecom Academy Amazon Pro course, which is coming out in a few weeks, August 30th. I'm really excited about that. I've been working on filming this for the last 6 months. It is over 200 videos showing you how to start a successful Amazon FBA business the right way in 2024. It's a complete Amazon FBA education. So you have the option. The reason why I created Ecom Academy, so my old company was Ecom Freedom, which is being retired right now at the end of this month here, at the end of summer 2024. The reason I created Ecom Academy is because there's just so many more opportunities in e-commerce that now is an actual career field that you can pursue. And the three options that you have now are you can either start an Amazon FBA business and do it the right way, which I teach in Amazon Pro, over 200 videos. You can also get an amazing Amazon FBA specialist remote job. These jobs pay anywhere from $50 to $100K a year. These are just some of the job postings and salaries that I saw. You can also do this yourself. Go on Indeed, you can check it out for yourself, or on LinkedIn. Anywhere where there is internet, there is e-commerce, obviously. There are e-commerce websites, and they're looking for e-commerce pros. They're looking for e-commerce specialists to help run their businesses. So we cover that on Amazon Pro as well. And also e-commerce consulting. There's a huge gap in the industry right now for e-commerce consultants. A huge gap for e-commerce agencies. Basically, there's a lot of e-commerce brands out there, and they're trying to find people who know how to start or how to actually run Amazon businesses. And there's not many of them out there because the ones that know how to do it, they're usually running their own Amazon businesses. So, it's a perfect opportunity for somebody to come in and learn Amazon FBA, gain that monetizable skill, no matter where you come from, no matter who you are, as long as you can use a computer. And you can be of service to the market and change your life and make money. So as soon as you join here, please say hi. If you watched my previous live on Dan Vass, welcome back. I do a live here every Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern time on Ecom Academy, and I'm giving you guys the absolute best and greatest information on how to actually achieve freedom right now with Amazon, giving you the best Amazon education. And I'm building a worldwide platform here. I want as many people as possible here to learn from this, to be able to really change their lives and be the next generation of successes. Hi, Denver. Welcome back. Denver was watching my other live on Dan Vass. Hi, Naraf. Thank you. Thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate it. So I'm going to be unpacking the best way to actually start a six-figure business. Thank you so much, Naraf. I really appreciate it. The best way to start a six-figure business with Amazon. As a goal, obviously, this is not an earnings promise. It's not an earnings claim. I'm not promising that if you follow this, you're going to get six figures. I'm not saying that. We're just using it as a mathematical example, of what it would take to actually make six figures with an Amazon FBA business in 2024, 2025. So I'm going to break it down for you. And with that information, you're going to be in the best position to actually achieve that. Hi, Felicia. Hi, Mamadou. What's up? Welcome back. So if you guys have questions, just let me know. So big announcement, Amazon Pro is coming out soon. As I announced on Dan Vass, it is the culmination of all of my Amazon FBA knowledge, 7 years of teaching tens of thousands of people and millions on my YouTube channel if you count my views. Ecom Freedom is being retired this month and is being replaced by Ecom Academy. And this course is going to be the cheapest that I've ever launched. It's going to be $297. Yeah, you heard that right, $297. It is so cheap. I've never created anything this cheap. You guys know me for the value that I provide. So I'm trying to make it as accessible and as affordable for everybody as possible. It's $297 for Amazon Pro 1.0. You get permanent access to that, to the course videos. There's over 200 course videos, 22 modules. And then you also have the option of enabling the mentorship, which is, we're known for that, for the world-class mentorship that we've offered. That's $99 a month. That's it. You can pay for that on an ongoing basis, and you can access the mentorship at any time. You can message me one-on-one for that monthly fee. So the waitlist for this to access the beta price of $297 is right here. I'm going to put the link in the chat. So just a second. And on my team and everybody's telling me that it's too cheap, but this is just the beta price. We might be increasing it to $497 after we launch, maybe more, maybe $997. When I first launched my Amazon course in 2017 onwards, it was only $497, and it worked really well. It was affordable, people loved it, and people knew me for creating something that gave them a 10 to 100 times more value than the course itself, or than the course was priced actually. And so, people on my team are saying it's too cheap, Dan. I don't know. Are we going to make any money? And the truth is that I don't care about the money we make. I care about helping you and making this information, the right information, as available as possible. I don't want to put huge paywalls behind things. So $297. The wait list is right here. So just a second. Ecom Academy. I'm going to put the link here. If you join the wait list, you will be able to lock in your $297 price and the $99 a month, and you'll be grandfathered. Even if we do increase the price in the future for the monthly mentorship or anything, you're gonna be able to still access the beta price. So here you go. Here is the wait list. Just trying to find the chat. Just a moment. Here it is. Narav is asking, Narav's saying, can't wait for your course on Ecom Academy. Thank you so much. Here's the wait list. Does the course cover dropshipping? No. So since we're doing Amazon, we're not doing dropshipping. In fact, dropshipping is not really a reliable business model in general, and that's more on the Shopify side. It's just not, because it involves copying and pasting products from Alibaba and selling no-name products. And I've never been a fan of selling dollar store products. I don't think it's the right way to go at all. So there you go. But here's the waitlist. The beta pricing is in there. If you sign up for it, you will get an email as soon as we launch August 30th. And you'll be one of the first to be able to join us. And I cannot wait to see you in the community. If you purchase the $99 a month mentorship, which I highly recommend, because it's going to allow you to run your products by me. It's going to allow you to message me, one-on-one. I also have my best friend, Michael. He's our head of Amazon, and he's going to be as well a mentor for you. He's been doing Amazon since 2017 as well. In fact, we're launching a product together right now. So he's like one of my best friends from childhood. We started Amazon at around the same time. So you get access to both of us. And yeah, so if you get on this wait list, you'll get an email as soon as that's out. You'll be able to join us and get started. And I promise you're going to invest in this, and you're going to be like, wow, this really, really, changed my life. But, honestly, if I look back to like the things that have changed my life the most, it was the courses that I bought at the very beginning of my journey. I bought like the Amazon courses that were out there at the beginning. They no longer exist because it's been 7 years, but those really changed my life. Amazig Freedom is asking me, but you made money from dropshipping, didn't you? Yeah, I did. But I never vibed with dropshipping because on Amazon FBA, I always private labeled, and private label involves like finding a product that's selling well, and creating your own brand with it. With dropshipping, you're not creating any brand. You're not creating anything that's like an asset that you can later sell. So you're constantly having to basically jump from jackpot product to jackpot product. Back then, those were the days of Oberlo. When I started Shopify, I actually took the private labeling method on Amazon, and I created a method called branded dropshipping on Shopify, which became world famous through my YouTube video, my Shopify tutorial, which still is probably, I think, the highest viewed Shopify video in the world, 11 million views right now. That's where I introduced it, to the point where even so many people were asking suppliers about branded dropshipping. The suppliers know what it is now. Space Time is asking, is the course divided into three parts, the FBA business specialist and consultant? What's the difference between specialist and consultant? Yes, it is. So basically, the course gives you all of the knowledge you need. Like, it teaches you the Amazon FBA skill. And it's your choice on how you want to do it, whether you want to start a business, whether you want to be an Amazon FBA specialist and get a remote job in the industry, or whether you want to do consulting. There's modules on all of it. The difference between an Amazon FBA specialist and a consultant is a specialist is more just like, getting a remote job as a specialist, working for an Amazon brand or for an agency that manages brands, and getting paid a salary of $50 to $100K a year remote. Now, the consultant, that's different. That's when you're a freelancer and you're charging on an hourly basis for your knowledge as somebody who knows Amazon FBA. And this is something that, I would say it's good to get into about, a year into being on Amazon FBA, a year into launching products, having launched 1 or 2 or 3 successful products. So that's what a consultant is. And and then with that, you can actually start an e-commerce agency. So you can actually build kind of like an SMMA, so a social media marketing agency, but like an e-commerce agency, and you can charge brands thousands of dollars per month and, maybe like a percentage of their revenue or profit to manage their brands for them. A lot of these brand owners, they don't want to do this anymore. They don't want to run their businesses anymore because they started this for the purpose of freedom, right? So that's what that is. So waitlist is right here. I put the link. Go ahead. It's the beta pricing. Guys, if you have any questions about Amazon FBA, starting this, about Amazon Pro, let me know. Let me know where you're at in your journey. Let me know where you're watching from. Let's go. I'm going to be on here probably for half an hour, and I'll be answering your questions. And by the way, too, if you want to start right now for free after you join the waitlist. Oh, one more thing. I forgot. Whoever joins the waitlist will have a chance to win a one-on-one Zoom call with me where I'm going to get on with you privately. And I'm going to write you a personal success plan where I'm going to give you step-by-step what I would do if I was in your shoes to actually achieve freedom. So that's if you join the waitlist. I already put that in there. And I actually also created a free crash course, so just dumping a lot of free value for you guys so you can get started right now. It's on Ecom CAD. It's on the new platform. Okay. Right here. So, if you can't wait, you're a little bit impatient, you can start right now. And this will get you started. This will get you started in the right direction. So, you're ready when Amazon Pro is launched, how to make money basically, and, how to get everything started. You're going to be ready. So, where is the chat? I lost the chat. Here we are. So we got some questions coming in. Yeah, I think dropshipping is way easier and less risky if I'm a winner after first two failed attempts. Yeah, but like I said, there's just inherent negatives to the business. That's why I don't teach it. I will cover it when we get to Shopify, a new and improved version for sure, but we're not at Shopify yet. We're focused on Amazon FBA. This is Amazon Pro, strictly Amazon. We are going to be diving into Shopify. We're going to be diving into that in 2025. Dan, what is your perspective on using outsourcing to identify a supplier? I wouldn't. In the course, there's enough tools, and I show you exactly how to find your competitor suppliers using Jungle Scout and other methods. So there's just no reason to outsource that and pay more money, in my opinion. So guys, where are you at in your journey? Is anybody here making money on Amazon? You're making sales. Share with us how it's going, what your challenges are. I'm happy to give you feedback and comment on it and show you the way. And by the way, I put the link to the waitlist and the crash course in the chat, so you can check that out. The crash course is free. The waitlist is free to get on, but the waitlist is so you lock in the beta price of $297 when the course is out, just in a few weeks here. Also, related to outsourcing, do you think somebody who wants to start an FBA business should do their own product research or maybe hire a specialist or on Upwork? Great question. Space time. No, you should never outsource product research. That's something that you should absolutely do yourself. I've never done that. In fact, I tried in the past, and it was just an epic fail. Because typically the people that advertise themselves as product research specialists, if they were so good at product research, they would already have their own product up and running. You know what I mean? So they usually just find you a bunch of gimmicky and commodity products. So I wouldn't do it. It's not that hard to find a product on Amazon. It just takes time. And once you become good at it, it's going to be like second nature to you. You're going to know which product sells and which doesn't. Felicia, Houston, Texas, newbie, heard of FBA, but never tried it. Here to learn all I can. Awesome. Well, welcome. My name is Dan Vass. I don't know if you've seen me before. I've been doing this for 7 years on my main channel on Dan Vass. This is my new channel where I'm going to be bombarding YouTube with a bunch of free value, showing you how to make money with Amazon, how to access the opportunities. So tell me about your background, kind of what your career is and stuff and what your goals are. I already bought Jungle Scout and made my Amazon Seller Central account. Should I wait till your Amazon Pro course drops or just start diving into product research now? Great question. I would start watching the product research with AI videos that I made on this channel and on my Dan Bass channel. I just made some in the last few weeks. So watch those and then get on the waitlist. As soon as Amazon Pro comes out, you're going to be able to get through that and you're going to be able to actually get this started in record time. Narav says, I've been following your course since 2022. I did not take action due to personal professional life, but I feel like now I'm ready and I'm spending more time on Ecom Academy and I can't wait to work on it. Sweet. I'm really excited. You're still here and that shows that you're motivated. And with Amazon Pro, and since you bought 2022, you're going to already have access to Amazon Pro. Anybody in Ecom Freedom who bought August 30th, 2022 or later is going to have access to Amazon Pro. So that's because I love the people who support me and are loyal to me. And, I love all of you. And so that's why I'm being nice and I'm granting people access to that. Why would we choose Jungle Scout instead of Helium 10 or another? Does it matter? My preference is Jungle Scout. I find it's more accurate. I find it's easier to use. It's a more complete tool. Helium 10 isn't bad by any means. And I'm going to make a video on Helium 10 as well. I'll make a tutorial because I know that there's people that prefer Helium 10. It's kind of like Android or Apple. I myself, I'm an Apple guy. I like Apple. But for example, for my working computer, I prefer Windows, right? So everybody has their preferences. I find that I've just done my whole journey with Jungle Scout, and that's what I use. And I've been one of their top partners as well, full disclosure. I'm happy, I'm proud of it. They're great. They've treated me great, and they've treated all of my students and subscribers amazingly with the amazing discounts that they've offered us. Literally the cheapest link available online for Jungle Scout. So, which by the way, if you want that, it's here. Just a question, as a Canadian selling in the US FBA marketplace, do I need to register the business in Canada or USA? Great question. You want to register a business in Canada. You don't need to register one in the US. That's the way to do it. I'll make a video on how to sell on Amazon US from Canada soon. So that's exciting. But yeah, you just register a corporation in Canada. You can start selling as an individual. That's what I did. And then about 6 months into it, 3 to 6 months, I started a corporation in Canada. And then basically Amazon would just pay the US dollars into my Canadian bank account. And then I set up a US bank account down the road. And then I was able to plug that in. So that was fine. Chandler says, I watched your 5-hour tutorial and also reading your free course. I'm a junior at University of Georgia and want this to be my career path. I can't wait for your course. Awesome. Dude, e-commerce is a growing career path. Imagine if you get into this right now, where you're going to be in 5 years. It is a growing career path. You can make so much money. All the money in the world is made on rising trends and on entering into these new career paths and industries. If we look at the trends that are out there right now, it's e-commerce, AI, blockchain and crypto, e-learning, right? So if you get into any one of these industries, you're bound to make a lot of money, right? Felicia says she's working a 9-to-5 in accounting for an oil and gas company. In the past, I've worked for a company that did FBA for their products. Okay, cool. So you know about FBA and that's why you're here. You've seen the numbers. You've seen how much people make, right? So technically, you probably were already an FBA specialist, right? Jay Bauer is asking, personal question, how are you doing mentally with the whole guy that tried to poison you? Glad to see you back strong, man. I'm doing fantastic. As you can see, if I wasn't doing well, I would not be on here lives with you. I'd be crying myself in a corner in bed, right? And quite frankly with you, when I was really, really sick, I've spent a long enough time doing that, wondering why this happened to me and everything else. But all I can say is that God is great and that evil will always be punished. And so it's a miracle that I'm here and that I'm doing well, as you can see, and I'm not, screwed up in a wheelchair and brain dead. So I thank God for that. What else can I say? And I'm happy to be, my biggest motivation for getting better was to bring this new course out to you guys, was to bring this new information out to you guys, because I know I'm one of the few, if not, I'm the only one that can actually that can actually show the world how to do this. Everybody else is out for themselves, trying to pay for their Lamborghinis, trying to pay for their luxury lifestyles and private jets. I'm not interested in that whatsoever. I never was. All I want to do is show you how to get freedom. And all those people that are in the Amazon space on YouTube, 80% of them, they were in my previous courses. Like they literally were in Amazon Freedom. I can literally pull up their names for you and show you. And if you ask them, like if you know Dan Bass, they might lie to you and say no, but they were. I had 8,000 people in my Amazon Freedom course when that was, running back then, right? So many of these people, they became successful and they started their own course, and that's great. But I think it's important to give credit for where you come from, right? And a lot of them, they've talked smack and stuff, just because they're jealous. I was poisoned because the guy was jealous, jealousy and envy and evil. It's because imagine people don't know how to actually succeed. People don't have the information. So they see people that are successful, and some people are really psychopathic and screwed up. So they decide, we're going to poison somebody. If you want to hear my whole poisoning story, I have a 4-hour video I made last year on it. You can check that out. It's like a nightmare, but it's like a movie. Who knows? There might be a movie coming out of it. How many of the guys you trained have become successful? It may not be a lot of money for Americans, but the exchange rate in some countries is close to a year's salary. For $297, I think is affordable no matter where you live, because most of the Amazon courses, if not all, have been $2,000 or above. So that is 10 times more. I cannot make it cheaper than $297 because I run my business from Canada and the United States, and I have to pay people salaries. It's not possible to make it cheaper. I don't run my business from the Philippines. I don't run my business from, South Africa or something. So that's just how it is. But in terms of how many people we train that become successful, we're collecting the data right now. Unfortunately, in the first many years, it was not possible for me to track everybody. I wasn't messaging everybody and be like, hey, where are you? Are you successful? A lot of people, they keep their success confidential as well because they don't want people to bombard them. But, it's like going to the gym. If you sell a gym membership, how many of the gym memberships that you sell, people actually get fit, even though they have access to the best gym? It's the same question, right? But I think we can do better on this, and we are implementing those things. So we're going to implement incentives to have people answer, and give us regular feedback on where they're at, where they're what their progress is, and we're going to have that data to show you, by 2025. To have an actual rate, like, okay, out of everybody who launches a product, what is the average amount of people? What is the average amount that they make? Not you do the $3,500 outlay for product purchase and etc. I know, but that's why I created Ecom Academy, because for those people like yourself, where 3.5K is too much to purchase the units, you can get an Amazon FBA remote job. You can get a remote job, and you can use that money to save up. These remote jobs are paying $50 to $100K a year on Indeed. You can check for yourself. So that's a second option for you. And all you need is the skill. You just need to know how to do it. Amazon Pro teaches you exactly that. For an extremely affordable price, a steal of $297. Chandler's saying, I created my Amazon Seller Central account, but I don't have an LLC. Should I create an LLC before or after I find my product to sell? I'd make one after. It really doesn't matter. Focus just on getting the business up and running and making money. Don't focus on all the legal stuff. Is it advisable to change the product design after the design phase during the supplier selection phase? That's fine. It's no problem. It's a come and go process. You have to balance out both sides to ensure that you have something that, that actually is good for a product. How much should one have available to get started outside of the $297? It depends on if you want to start an Amazon FBA business or if you just want to get an FBA remote job. If you want to start an FBA business, it's $3,000 to $4,000 to $5,000, so $3,000 to $5,000. To actually start an Amazon FBA business. Anybody that says it costs less than that is lying to you. If you don't have that money yet, great. You can still take the course and you can get a remote job. So those remote jobs do not hire globally, only within where they are based. That's not true. There are more remote jobs coming every single month, and it all depends on your will. It all depends on how you prove to the market how valuable you are, right? All you need is one job. That's it, okay? Do you still have a place in Scottsdale? No. I think MJ DeMarco moved to Utah. I live in that area. I wait till after summer to come back. Cool. So Felicia, for the course, $297, $99 a month for the mentorship, which is world class. Then you get one-on-one access to me, and as well as our head of Amazon, Michael, who has been selling on Amazon since 2017, and he's like in the group every single day, and I'm there too every day. But obviously I'm focused on updating the courses and things and making YouTube videos. So response times will always be faster with him, like 24 hours with him. With me, like 2-3 days, but usually sometimes faster, right? But yeah, so if you don't have the starting capital, you could just do the course and you can get a remote job. If you do have the starting capital, great. I'll show you how to actually start a business the right way. So guys, the best way to actually make 6 figures with Amazon in 2024 and 2025 is using the high profit method. Somebody said I'm too fast to speak. That's amazing, because YouTube actually has a speed control feature that you can use. You can drop my speed down to 0.5 or 0.25 if you're slower, if you're of the slower kind of people. So anyway, the best way to start an FBA business right now is the high profit brain method. So it's a method I created. It's only sourcing products that are above 40% margin and that cost at least $50 to sell. That's it. And using product improvement, you can achieve that with pretty much any product, right? As long as the product fits the criteria, as long as the product is already selling well, right? You're basically going to be inventing an improved product. And inventors are, if you're a successful inventor, you can make a lot of money. So that is the way to do it, because with a high profit brain method, your profit per unit is $15 to $20 per unit versus like the average, $5, $7 on Amazon. So it takes you can basically sell 2 to 3 times less units to reach $10,000 a month in profit, which is the freedom number, versus, having to sell thousands to reach the same if you're just a regular Amazon seller following the old ways. So I'm going to make a lot more videos on this. I cover it in Amazon Pro, which is coming out. The waitlist is right here, guys. So if you get into this, you lock in the beta price of $297. We're going to be increasing the price. Well, I don't know for sure, to be honest. I actually don't want to increase the price, but it depends on my team and the numbers. My team really wants me to increase the price. They think it's too cheap. So we'll see. But if you join the waitlist, you're going to get locked in to that beta price and grandfathered in. I never create a course that is not at least 10 to 100 times the value that you pay for. And a course that you pay $297 for that can either land you, a 50 to 100K remote job per year, or a successful Amazon FBA business, potentially, obviously all potentially, right? No guarantees. I mean, that's huge. But there's also no guarantees with college. 50K for what? For a piece of paper? 70K, 100K, right? The course is launching August 30th. August 30th is the launch of Amazon Pro. So I'm really excited for that. You guys will get an email for it, and you guys will be able to get started right away so that by Christmas, you can already be making money on Amazon or in the Amazon industry. Hello, multi-cuisine channel. Guys, if you have any video ideas for me, let me know what videos you want me to make. If you have any questions about what we're doing here, if you have any questions about the right way to start Amazon, let me know. This is the way. If I was starting right now fresh, I would take this course. I would get a remote job in this space for a year. I'd work on starting my Amazon business. 1 year after that, I'd become an Amazon e-commerce consultant, and I would start an e-commerce agency. Dan, do you recommend selling Christmas-themed products during that period? No, I don't, because it's seasonal and you only sell them for a month, I focus on selling products that sell year-round, personally. Right now, using the high profit brain method, I'm starting to sell a product that's going to be about $4 to source, and it's going to sell for $50, $55. So the margin is going to be huge, like probably $25, $20 per unit. So I'm really excited about that. I might make a case study on it without revealing the product, obviously. So the first payment is $397, right? It's $297 for the course videos for Amazon Pro 1.0, which we're going to update all the way until we create Amazon Pro 2.0, which is probably, in 2026. And then it's, $99 a month in the first month for the mentorship program, which you can turn on and off as you wish. I think it's a really flexible model. I've never done it before, but I think that it's going to be really well received. And I think for people, it's really flexible. Like even for Chandler, who's, in school and university, it doesn't matter, anybody from anywhere can actually afford this versus like a $2,000, $3,000 product. Chandler is asking, what are your thoughts on products you see on Instagram Reels? Yeah, Instagram Reels can be a fantastic source of product research. I covered that in Amazon Pro as well. How do you determine what your margin will be? Do you just mark it up enough after what you pay the supplier? No, it's a lot more complicated and it's a lot more of a process than that. So, it's not just, there's a specific margin and we mark it up. It's not like that at all. It's all about the branding and figuring out the reasonable price that people will sell. It's an optimal price point. I teach that on Amazon Pro. What are some of the position titles with Amazon we could apply for? Great question. I actually show them in the crash course. So the crash course link is right here. Okay. So in there, I really cover all the different positions, but some of the positions you can search on Indeed or LinkedIn are Amazon specialist, PPC specialist or media buyer, Ecom specialist, listing specialist, product buyer, logistics specialist, customer service specialist, of course. And by the way, these remote customer service jobs pay well. It's not like a customer service person at Walmart. It's like, no, like if you're a remote customer service person, they can pay 40, 50, 60, 70K, really depends. A lot of them have bonuses and incentives programs. So, that exists. But that's all in the crash course. You can find all the job positions there. We've been having really good success in my previous programs, in Ecom Freedom, which is being retired here at the end of this month. Everybody who's in Ecom Freedom is going to get access to Amazon Pro, by the way, if they bought August 2022 or after. So that's good. I keep my promises. Giving them lifetime access to Amazon Pro instead of charging them again. But yeah, we've been getting good success. I'm going to start interviewing some students. I'm going to be posting all that on the Amazon Pro page when that's launched. So it's really exciting. I'm really excited to finally get this out for you guys. And if you're somebody who wants to go remote, who wants to achieve that freedom, who wants to, start an online business successfully, you can rest assured that you're going to learn from somebody from, many say is the most reputable person in this space, myself. You can see my track record. You can open up Trustpilot, type in Ecom Freedom Trustpilot, over 700 reviews, 5 stars from real students. So it's not my first rodeo. How do we get a job in the e-commerce space right after the pro course? Won't they need experience or something? Well, I mean, if you think about it, all jobs need experience. So if you go to college, good luck getting your first job. Everyone's going to want experience. It's a catch-22. But with e-commerce, the experience that's required is more negotiable because there's a huge demand for these specialists, right? There's a huge demand for people who actually know, who have the Amazon FBA skills and who know how to do it. And so that's why a lot of these jobs that are posting, they're unfilled. And so even though they say, experience preferred, right? You can still get your first job. Like you just have to keep trying. Once you have that first job, you get the experience and that's it. Right? How do you determine the best way to improve the product? Mainly looking at one-star reviews and complaints of products that are selling well. I actually covered that in Amazon Pro specifically, so you can check that out. You can get on the wait list. I'm actually also, are you actively doing Amazon FBA? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. And the only reason that I had to pause for a little bit a while ago is because I was poisoned. As you can see, you can watch the video on my YouTube channel. But I told you I'm launching a product. I have products going now. I'm really excited about that. And I'm going to probably make some case studies. Maybe I'll fly out and do a little vlog of meeting the supplier. I don't know. We'll see. Do you personally sell things on Shopify, not teach it items? Yes. What are your thoughts on people telling you they'll build a Shopify store with items for low pay like $47? Avoid too good to be true scam. Too good to be true scam. Another marketing tactic. I wouldn't do it. It's just some AI program that's going to build you some stupid store with 20 products of ChatGPT. Like, no. 40K is nearly 1 million R in South Africa. That's insane. Well, these are the salaries that are being posted on Indeed in the United States. I'm not making it up, right? So, and if it's remote, I don't think that they actually, not all of them have different requirements, but I'm sure that you can get a similar job, doesn't matter where you're from, South Africa or not, for good pay. Because the skill, people get paid for monetizable skills, and Amazon Pro teaches you the skill, gives you the education of Amazon FBA, Amazon Seller Central, so you can operate an Amazon business, whether for yourself or for an employer. So guys, Amazon Pro waitlist, here it is. I'm going to put the link down here again. Join it. You're going to get locked into the beta price of $297. And it's going to be grandfathered in, even if we increase the price to $497 or higher, you're going to keep that price. You're going to get Amazon Pro, 22 modules, over 200 videos, lifetime access to Amazon Pro 1.0. And you are going to be able to access the mentorship for $99 a month. You just add on the $99 a month on top of that. The $297 is a one-time fee. You buy the course. The $99 a month is for the mentorship. So, guys, that's it. thank you so much for being on today's live. We went for about half an hour. I think that's enough. Thank you for subscribing. I'm super grateful for all of you, and I cannot wait to launch this thing for you. I have like 4 modules left to record. I'm going to get that all done here soon, and it's all going to be out August 30th. Let's get this thing going. I cannot wait for you guys to write to me in 6 months and 9 months and a year of how much your life has changed with, your new Amazon FBA business, or the amazing remote job you got, or the e-commerce agency that you started. Thank you so much, guys, and I look forward to all of you achieving greatness and achieving freedom. Thank you so much.